What's going on, y'all? Let me tell you about one of Carnival's largest and most amazing ships, the Jubilee. We just got off this ship and we loved it. It was amazing. And we want to tell you some of the good things and some of the bad things. We're going to tell you what we liked, some of the stuff that was good but not great, and some of the stuff that we really enjoyed. This is the newest ship in Carnival's fleet, and it was built in 2023. It's an Excel class ship that's 1,130 feet long, boasting 2,680 cabins, accommodating 6,630 passengers and 1,735 crew. First, let me say that this was our favorite Carnival ship. It's beautifully themed throughout. The crew was amazing, and the layout was almost perfect. I'll start with the things we liked. Grand Central and Central Stage. This was a thoroughfare on the ship that we really enjoyed. There was a lot of things there close by, bars, the coffee bar was there. And then this is where a lot of shows and things go on. This is where the cruise director, Kendall Fire, and her team would do the morning show. There was also a lot of shows throughout the day that were held here. A lot of great seating. Everywhere was a good view. Also, the Serenity deck was huge, but we really enjoyed the Serenity deck. It had beds. So, not just loungers, but beds. It also had the clamshells that everyone loves, a nice large pool. There was a salad bar there. There was a bar there. The bar staff was really attentive and it was well laid out, and you didn't have to go hunt and peck and try to find anywhere to lay down and sit and chill. It was great. Another thing we really enjoyed was Bolt. Bolt is amazing. It was really fun. Me and Chas both rode it together. You get 2 laps around the track. It's super fast. It's got a boost button on there. We really enjoyed it. We're coaster enthusiasts and we enjoyed it a lot. We'd definitely do it again, and it's worth the price. The ropes course on board this ship is really cool. There's a plank that you can walk out over the ship, and I'm not going to give away the surprise. There's also a zip line. It's amazing. We'll also have a video on that coming out as well. Go check that out. Dr. Inks. This was our favorite bar on board the ship. We loved Dr. Inks. The drinks were amazing. The theming was really cool. And it was right in the middle of the currents area, which we really enjoyed as well. Chibang was probably our favorite specialty dining on board. We really enjoyed it. The Mexican side as well as the Asian side. It was really, really good, and we enjoyed it thoroughly. I've had a lot of good things to say about MSC's Ola, and we love Ola. Still, probably our favorite as far as just straight up Mexican cuisine goes. But for the Asian Mexican fusion, this is hard to beat. The Mexican side was superb. Pools and hot tubs. There's plenty of pools on board this ship. From the aft all the way to the forward, plenty of hot tubs. We were always able to find a pool or hot tub on board this ship. They're excellently themed. There's one that's near infinity off the aft of the pool, and we really enjoyed it. It was really cool. Another thing that we really liked was the soda system that's in the buffet. This is really cool. You scan your room key. It charges you per ounce. It's not very expensive. It's a lot cheaper than going up to the bar and asking for a drink or whatever and getting that added to your bar tab. We really like that. Really fast, really simple, really short. You don't have to ask your bartenders or your wait staff for a drink. You just go up and serve yourself. Really enjoyed that. It's a really cool system in the buffet. The currents area was amazing. Really cool. There's a digital display that runs by, and it has different theming throughout the day. Our grandson, we got on FaceTime with him, and we helped him build a fish that was dropped into the aquarium, and you get to see it swim. Really, really excellent. Really cool. This is where Dr. Inks is at. This is also where Emerald's restaurant is at. It goes over to the Golden Mermaid, which is a really cool area, and the scale version of the Carnival Jubilee itself. And it spills right into that Grand Central and Central Stage area. Really enjoyed the currents area. Big chicken, so good. Included. I'm going to make some people mad here. I thought Shaq's Big Chicken, and we've ate it off the ship and on the ship now. I think it's better than Chick-fil-A. Still love Chick-fil-A. Love Chick-fil-A. Don't get me wrong. But this is some good chicken. The casino location was out of the main thoroughfare, which is huge. You don't ever really think about it until you get on board a ship like this where it's out of the main thoroughfare. So on a lot of ships, you're going right through the casino to get to the theater to the other side of the ship. So when you're trying to get from the forward to the aft part of the ship, you've got to go through the casino. In this case, you don't. It's outside of that. It's pushed over to, I believe it's the port side of the ship. Uh, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but it really helps out a lot. The only thing that it causes is a little bit of a choke point, which we'll talk about in a little bit. However, not having to walk through the casino was a big plus. Another thing we really enjoyed was the comedy lineup. The comedians on board, we had four different ones, and each one of them was extremely funny. And another thing that they did with the comedy bars, because a lot of times the comedy gets really packed, so they separated where the family show would be at versus where the dirty show would be at, or the above 18, the adult show. So in the limelight, that's where they had the family friendly. And then in the punchliner, they had the adult friendly or the adults only shows. And that really helped to free things up a lot. Kindle Fire, she was amazing on board the ship, probably the best cruise director we've had. Um, we'd definitely jump on a ship uh, with her on board. She makes everything a lot of fun. She's very entertaining and she is very personable. We've never watched the morning show ever on board a ship, and we actually watched it this time. We watched it live inside of Grand Central. It was really cool. The shores area on board, that place is cool. This is where you're going to find Cucina del Capitano. This is where you're going to be able to get through there to go over to Guys, the pizza place, the sandwich place, the marina bar, and the shores area is just very coolly. I know that's not really a word, but it's very well themed. It's really cool. Street eats. So this is only open on sea days, but we really enjoyed it. There was like bao buns. You could get dumplings. You could get nachos. You could get hot dogs. All these really cool items that you could get. And it's called Street Eats, and it's all kind of street eat themed, like you would get out of a food truck or something. And it was really cool. The Lido deck was themed, and the details on board the Lido deck were like no other Lido deck we had ever seen. The double decker Red Frog Pub was really cool. All the palm trees that were on board, just a really cool area as far as the Lido deck is concerned, and the way that the levels were set up, especially during the sail away party, it was just really well made, really well thought out, and really well configured. We really liked it. Summer Landing was amazing. This is another one of those pool areas. So this is right off the back of the ship. This is in the aft part of the ship, right behind Guy's Pig and Anchor. Huge pool area. This is the pool area where they have I'll call it the near infinity pool that's off the aft. A lot of seating there, hot tubs, you name it. Also a bar. That's where you'll find the Heroes bar as well. And if you go inside, there's foosball, there's shuffleboard, and all the cool things that you want, as well as ice cream. The Tides Pool. This is the pool that's in Summer Landing. Really awesome. Really enjoyed this pool. Not a whole lot of kids get in there. You'd be surprised. I would think there'd be a lot of kids there, but every time that we hit it, there was not a lot of children in the pool. Family Feud and Love and Marriage, really good. Again, this kind of goes back to Kindle Fire because she made both of these shows really good. The way that Love and Marriage was handled, it was different from any other way I've seen it before, and it turned out really good. Pixels. Pixels is set up in a very different way on board this ship, and it may be the same on Excel ships. This has been the only Excel ship we've been on. And if it's the same, just go ahead and comment and let us know. But the Pixels area, it's virtual and it's interactive, and you go and you select your pictures and it sends it over to the kiosk, and that's how you take care of your pictures on board. And it's really worry free. And if you're like us and you like to not be hassled by the Pixels crew, we really liked it. If you need help from the Pixels crew, they'll be more than happy to help you. But the way that it's set up, you don't have to. Buffet seating on board the ship, the way it was laid out, again, not a whole lot of choke points. You still had people that were slow, and you had folks that will walk in the middle of the thoroughfares. It always happens in the buffet. You just have to be patient. But as far as the seating goes, a lot of great seating options around the outside of the buffet. And the way the buffets were set up, if you've ever been on a Royal Caribbean ship and the way that they have their buffet area set up, this is very similar and it's very easy to get in and out. And the food options were fantastic as well. The Port of Galveston, this is another bonus when you're selling on the Carnival Jubilee. We really enjoyed Galveston, the Strand area. We also were on Seawall Boulevard. There was a lot of cool bars there. The Spot was our favorite. The Strand had a place called the Hubcap Grill that we really liked, and we just scratched the surface. I know there's a lot of other places that people like to go. Um, Let us know in the comments some other places that you'd like, because we're definitely going to go sail on this ship again, and we'll take all your recommendations. So that's the end of the things that were just double thumbs up, 5 stars. And next, we're going to talk about the things that I would call 3.5 stars. Sometimes you see folks that are doing ratings and they'll give one of these. That's kind of what this is. So these are things we really liked, but they weren't top tier, but we liked them. It was fine and it was good. So the thermal spa, in comparison to other ships that we've been on, like the MSC Meraviglia, the MSC Seascape, those ships had a better thermal spa. However, this thermal spa was good. No complaints here, really. Just the options on board were not quite as many. Also, the Roman spa or the hot tub, it wasn't quite full and it didn't have bubbles all over, but really nitpicking here. We enjoyed the thermal spa. It was nice. The buffet, it's, even though they changed the configuration and everything, the food items are really more or less the same thing you've been used to, with the exception of gelato, which was fantastic. And there was also another sandwich bar where you could get like pitas, you could get like a Greek bowl and stuff like that. Those were nice touches and good options, though. Karaoke was really good. I like the karaoke setup. Um, so they didn't have a big song selection, so that's kind of why they get this. Also, it was set up in the Cabana Bar, which is probably not the best place to do karaoke. However, the system that they used, it was all on your phone. So you signed yourself up for karaoke, and it also prevented people from doing multiple songs until other people were allowed to do their first song. So that helped it become more orderly and nice, and everyone got an opportunity to sing. The gym, solid gym, nothing crazy special, but it had everything you need to work out, and it was clean, and we enjoyed it. Nice gym. So our dislikes. So I did talk earlier about some traffic choke points. So there are some traffic choke points on this ship, and that's something that's been known on a lot of the Excel class ships, is that there are traffic choke points. Part of the reason is they moved again the main thoroughfare out of the way of the casino. That's a great benefit. And the benefit of that is that you don't have to walk through the casino, and that doesn't choke up. However, there's a bridge that kind of goes across, and that bridge is pretty narrow and it gets choked up, especially when the bar is open that looks over the Grand Central area. Mini golf, that was another thing that we really didn't like. It was just not very unique. It's not like they did anything to spice it up, and that was a little bit of a letdown for us. The common area bathroom doors. I'm sure you're saying, what the heck? Why are you complaining about a bathroom door? These bathroom doors, they're all on a smart system, and you have to, like, get in within a certain distance and they'll open up on their own. The problem is they take forever to open, and then when they're open, they take forever to close back. It's really weird, and it's just something that we didn't care for. It was just different and odd. Guys, Pig and Anchor Barbecue. We've tried it. We keep trying it. I don't know why we keep going back to it. It's just not good. Guy, you got to pick your game up. I know you can't smoke things on board the ship because of the fire hazards, but Guys, Pig and Anchor Barbecue, it's adequate if you're not someone who gets to eat barbecue all the time and you just want a barbecue meal. But if you're a barbecue connoisseur and you really like barbecue and you want some good barbecue, you're not going to get it here. The musical shows, this was just kind of, the normal Carnival run of the mill shows that you get. They were good. They were fine. I mean, but, nothing special. And we decided to do other things than go to the musical shows. Another issue we had was the Port of Galveston's location from the airport. It's quite a drive. A lot of folks ran into traffic coming across the bridge into the Galveston area. We flew out of Hobby. It was the closest, and we flew in the day before. We would suggest doing the same thing. Some of the folks that flew in the day of, they almost got left. There's a lot of traffic coming in. So our suggestion is to come in the day before and stay on the seawall side. That way you don't run into that traffic. So we had to really dig to find some dislikes. There's not a whole lot to dislike about this ship. We enjoyed almost everything we did. There's some things that we didn't get to, but there wasn't a lot. One of the cool things about this ship is it's easy to get around. You feel like you're on a smaller ship, even though you're on a mega Excel class ship. So, in our opinion, this ship, 4.5, almost 5 stars. We would recommend it to anyone, and we'll book it for you if you want it. But yes, go try the Carnival Jubilee. Fantastic ship, fantastic crew, fantastic cruise director, fantastic ports, fantastic itinerary. Really don't have anything very negative to say at all about this ship. We hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe. And also at the end of this video, check out our next video up in the right-hand corner. We're out.